been in
best,
there
in
with.
my opinion, the best at 135. Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney. I've been in there with 147s, Chris Van Heron, Richardson Hitchens, another great fighter. All type of guys. So yeah.
Mm, mm.
Actually about
Lit,
when I
man. How
start
did you
about
start your pro debut?
2019. I was telling Tank one day because we was boys. I was like, "Y'all want to spar you?" He was looking at me. He started laughing. He's like, "You want to spar me?" I'm like, "Yeah, seriously." And he was like, "Yo, let's go." So one day, we link up. We go to the gym, and we put in work. And he flew me to Baltimore one day. He called me randomly. He was like, "I'm gonna fly you to Baltimore." So okay, I get in the car, go to the airport, get to Baltimore. He picked me up. He look in the back seat. He like, "Yo, you ready to turn pro?" I say, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "Yo, you put in good work. Cause I'm gonna turn you pro and put you on my cards." Bro, I had to call the man at least 100 times to see was he serious after I left Baltimore. But he ended up being serious, man. I ended up fighting on his Baltimore homecoming, him versus Nunez. Then I came back and I fought in Atlanta with him versus Gamboa. So that was the highlight of my career, and I had a great start. So that was dope.
And that's definitely dope, man. For sure, man. He got a big fight coming up with
To be honest, I
Ryan
think it's gonna
Garcia.
be. I
What do
think
you
it's
think
gonna be a
about that
good
fight?
fight.
Who do you got?
Ryan, he's tall, strong guy, real fast. Um, pretty okay boxer. But I do see Tank experience overcoming that. Of course, Tank is obviously strong, fast, got all those attributes as well. But Tank, mine is just a little bit more ahead than Ryan Garcia. I think I was actually just watching the fights the other night. I think Ryan, he just throws to throw sometimes. He leaves his chin in the air. And I think Tank is going to walk into a big punch, almost like he did Rolly. So I'm looking at probably a fifth, sixth round knockout for sure. Yeah.
That's impressive, man. Yeah, I definitely agree, man. Tank is definitely a special talent. So tell me, talk to me about that
Man, I've
power
been
that
in
everybody
there a
talks
couple
about. You know
times
what I'm
now.
saying?
So
You being able to share the
to
ring
be
with him.
honest, yo, the guy hits like I want to say like he hits like a middleweight. To be honest, he got middleweight power, and I've actually seen him spar middleweights and knock them out. I seen him
Mm,
spar a guy, and literally all he said, he went back to the corner. I was working his corner. The guy gets in the ring fresh. Tank was already sparring. He said, "Watch this." He threw one punch and knocked the guy out. I cannot make this up. He threw one punch. He threw a right hook, had the guy knocked out. I was like, "Oh, this is crazy." Yeah, so I seen him spar some bigger guys, and he can hit, bro. He can hit. The power's real. Not a lot of people
and what
know
else
this
he
because I don't
does
think he
good in the ring
has to show
besides
it yet.
that
But his
power?
boxing skill is very good. I mean, obviously he has a good IQ, but his boxing skill, it'll really surprise you if he got to go in his bag and pull it out. So when he go in his bag, he pull out them boxing skills. Yo, he a different beast. That's what I'm saying. He can really walk guys into punch. He know how to set stuff up off of his feet. Like he got good feet. People will be surprised.
Now, talking about boxing skill and IQ, my man Shakur Stevenson, one of the guys that I believe, at 135 is a force to be reckoned with, right? When we talk about IQ, when we talk about, guys that you've been in the ring with, Haney, Shakur, Africa, and Tank Davis, man, who would you have to say got the highest IQ? And if they had to meet and fight each other, say if it was like a Rob Robin
Yeah.
one day, you know what I'm saying? Pay-per-view of like
Uh,
$150 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Who really
man,
takes that?
I
Who
always
takes
want
the
to keep
cake
it
of it?
cordial. But I always got to keep it real because I'm a fighter. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I might have to get in the ring with one of these guys. But if I really had to give it to that guy who had the better IQ, it was definitely Shakur Stevenson, bro. Definitely. Don't I and I really would love to say Tank
Yeah,
and Devin. It was kind of it's a tie. It's a tie. Yeah.
it's a tie. That was my next question. I was like, he's undisputed. You know what I'm saying? And they're both at top rank currently
I
right
say this
now. You
about
know what I'm
Devin though.
saying?
Like
Like, who would you
he
give
can
the
box as
edge
good
to?
as
You know
hell.
what I'm
He boxes
saying?
very great, obviously. His jab is his money. Bro, he has a good jab. Like I'm taller than him, about probably about 2, 3 inches, somewhat. But he had a good jab. Like, and he keep all of these guys, they keep the distance pretty good. But Devin, man, he had a good jab out of everybody.
Okay, okay.
I
So,
told you. Oh, you talking
still
about
answer my
oh those
question,
two.
bro. Like, what you think, man? Like Shakur and
If they
Devin,
had to
is it
see each
like a
other, I'll say this, man. I kind of
like
feel
they had
like,
to
in
see
my
each
opinion,
other?
it'll probably be a boring fight, but not to the boxing eye. When I say to the boxing eye, if you love boxing and you appreciate the art, you're gonna love this fight, right? Because it's gonna be a chess match. And in my opinion, I'm a, I'm gonna have to go with Shakur.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Shakur. I got Shakur, but Devin is a lot bigger right now. I've been seeing
Shakur.
Shakur, like, he getting weight on, and he looking good at 135. He getting bigger. But Devin, like, he about to move up to 40, to be honest. But IQ wise and just all out skill for skill, I probably have to lean
Right.
a little bit towards Shakur.
There you go, man. So Shakur Stevenson it is, man. So say if like Tank gotta, go out there out of his bag
Very,
and try to get
very possible.
undisputed,
Very,
what would happen?
very, very possible. Look, I say it like this. People ain't
Possible,
seen the
right?
best Tank, in my opinion. And I ain't just saying this, because that's my boy. I'm just being real as far as why